Its energy surrounds us and binds us.
What is up, Star Wars nerds? Welcome back to Carbonite Convos. If this is your first time joining us, guys, you've just taken your first step into our larger world. Tonight, we got episode 14 of the Bad Batch. I think Nick and I are both pretty pumped to see what we're going to get. Getting towards the end of the season, so we got something big happening. Before we get into that, guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at WallCrawlerPops, and you can find my counterpart over here at Funko Stud on those same platforms, and you can follow us at Carbonite Convos on TikTok if you want to check that out as well. I'm going to pass it over to Nick, man. I am ready to get in some Bad Batch. How about you?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're 14 episodes in, and I think we've talked about it a lot. We expected a lot from this, and they've given us so much. But towards the end, with it being episode 14, we only have 3 episodes left. So I have yet to see that big arc, that big event where
the monumentous event.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. All that. But before we get into anything, guys, don't forget to check us out on YouTube everywhere. Don't forget to do the big 3: like, comment, subscribe. I'm doing Alec's job tonight. We decided to switch it up a little bit. But we're both really excited to get into this episode. We got episode 14, War Mantle, and as I'm looking at the thumbnail for it, we got Omega. She's piloting a ship, and we've yet to see her do a crazy amount. She has been the character that has been, pulling us forward the entire series. For 2.5 months, we've been waiting to see what she's made of, and judging by this, I think we're going to see it. So that's my bold prediction. Omega's going to do a lot tonight. Let's go.
I completely agree with you, man. So I'm ready to see it. We're going to go ahead and hit play, all right? So we're going to hit play in 3, 2, 1. Is that a clone?
A hot start. Well, they're wearing armor, so I assume.
Alligator Loki?
Is it?
Is this the multiverse?
That is not Hauser. That's not Hauser, but we have another rogue clone. We have never seen one of those shots not hit them direct. So he just got shot with a with a rifle and a tranquilizer, and it hit his legs, so he's limping.
Huh.
We've never, because whenever they hit it, they hit him
just go straight
dead
down.
on, and they just faint. Yeah, they hit his leg, and he starts fainting.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, buddy. Bricks. Ahsoka, calling it. Let's go.
There's a shot.
Ahsoka.
Yo, this might get wild. He's just agreeing with everybody right now.
Everybody. All right, good point. But, we got to do this. Good point. You're right.
We'll check things out.
Leaving the facility against protocol?
Your training will continue elsewhere.
I wonder if this is the last batch of clones.
Of course.
I've been waiting to see more from the Kaminoans, like what they're going to do about everything that's going on.
I feel like their civilization is going to fall apart.
Surely we will find.
He's right.
Must leave to ensure our survival.
They made the Empire what it is.
I will arrange for our departure.
Trusts him, and I trust Rex.
Could it be Wolf?
I don't know.
I'm cloaking a couple of commandos, squads of clone troopers, and they've updated their armor.
Yeah, I was going to say they look like stormtroopers, bro.
The mountain's natural composition.
Yep.
Space well fortified.
Wow.
Dude, there's a big possibility that we could see the battle between clones and stormtroopers.
With how many? We've already seen a handful of defective clones like that.
I never thought we would see that. Like that's big. That means that they can be reasoned with.
Yes.
Like Super Commando. They
They
just came
said
out
they
with
said
a
they're
fu-
super commando.
They just came out with a pop of these troopers.
Huh.
Dude, they just came out with it a couple weeks ago. It's at GameStop. Let's think of who could they be trying to find?
Who could be that close of a friend of Rex?
I don't know, man.
It depends. Who's asking?
He sounds odd.
Yeah, his voice is different.
Case. The name's Gregor.
Gregor. Okay, I
Gregor,
was
you were
close. I
right.
was close. I said
No,
Wolf.
you
I
said
said-
Wolf. No, you're right, bro. Like
Nice.
dude, that was good. You called it.
Nice.
We know he reunites with Rex because we see him in Rebels.
Right.
That's huge. That's dope.
They're gathered for inspection.
We saw him as old men though.
That makes sense why he sounds like this, because he sounds kind of crazy when he's old.
I can redirect them.
Yeah. This music is from the original Star Wars when they're in the Death Star.
Are you sure you know where you're going?
Huh.
Hey, I'm the one who escaped here before.
That's
And you were captured.
I don't know what that could mean, but that's dope. That's really cool. I think you could kind of see how much it has become the Empire in such a short time.
Right.
Like the Empire that we know.
No,
in the
absolutely.
original trilogy
Now
was
it is. This is
New
only
Hope.
a couple weeks. I don't understand why Wrecker stays with the ship.
He's the muscle.
I know.
You need him.
If anything, I feel like Tech should stay back.
Or Echo. I mean,
Right.
in all honesty, Echo's just kind of been along for the ride.
A little bit.
Tech is very smart. They need Tech. Echo's just kind of the droid of the group.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Jeez.
Push him off. Should have let Omega fly. She could have done that.
Donkey.
Gonky. I'm sorry, but from that high, he should
You're
be
dead.
dead.
100%.
That's why I reacted like he should be dead. Oh, shit.
He's hurting.
I figured you'd show up. I was hoping for the whole squad, but you do.
Yo, I think that is the best ending we've gotten in a bit. Yo, I'm happy with that ending.
Yeah.
I said Lamassu. Lamassu's dead. The prime minister, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I'm blanking. He's gone.
Absolutely. Like, as soon as the Empire has no need for you, sorry, bro.
You're cut. Yo, but that and it's about time we saw Crosshair.
Right.
And I like that ending. I like him saying that to Hunter.
That was a good episode.
That was
the best episode so far.
I wouldn't say so far.
In my
but recently,
maybe.
I mean, recently,
Yes.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I did too. I find it super interesting. I want to know what of these new stormtroopers are clones and who of them are recruits. Because I don't think it's out of the question to see a civil war between the two.
No, I 100% agree. Have you? It's funny that this episode happened now, because the other day I was reading about the Kamino uprising. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Okay, so
Like from the video game?
I don't know where it's from, to be honest. I don't know where
I
it's
think I
from,
know what you're
but
talking about. What?
The Camino uprising was pretty much and hold up, let me pull it up really quick. So it was an event where a group of Kaminoans rebelled against the Empire using a secret batch of clones. So they used a
Which
secret
maybe
batch of clones, and it was not long. It was not a long battle, but it resulted in the Kaminoan leaders dying,
Mhm.
which we just saw, and the cloning facility being shut down. So we've
Curious
gotten a
if
little
maybe
bit of
that's
that.
the plan, like with those that. So that has to be the last batch of clones that we saw.
It
I
could
wonder
be.
if they have any relevance to that uprising.
I don't know, but you think of the original trilogy, Rebel, everything. It's so different. It's so different. We have dozens of planets that we know from the prequel trilogy, from Clone Wars, everything that from the original trilogy on you don't hear about. So at some point
They
you think
fall.
they fall, they have to be destroyed or forgotten in history.
Right.
So that I think that is where Star Wars Legends comes into play, because there is a lot of Star Wars Legends that is playing out before our eyes, but it's just not exactly how everybody sees it. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Because there are a lot of fans out there that are super experts on the extended on EU, on Legends now. So many of them. And it's awesome because that was a very big part of Star Wars, and it still is. And I think that is the way Disney is going. They're taking so many aspects from the EU, from Legends, and just subtly putting them in now. And I think that's what we're seeing right now, because I think we are going to see this transition. Well, we already are. We're seeing the transition from clone troopers to stormtroopers. And I think that was one of the big questions from, the prequel trilogy to the original trilogy.
Right, because
But
that's a big event. Like that didn't happen
exactly,
overnight. It was over an extended amount of
exactly,
time, and we're seeing how fast it really happened, though, in a
exactly, and
matter of weeks.
exactly. And, tonight was episode 14. We have 2 episodes left. Two. And I'm sorry, but like I'm led to believe that we will get season 2, because there's a lot to happen. I think
There's
we could see this war between, not war, maybe battle, whatever it is, between the clone troopers and what the Empire dubs as their loyal troopers. I
right.
don't
I
know.
don't know if it's gonna be I completely agree with you, but I don't know if it's gonna be a season 2 of the Bad Batch, or if it's gonna be its own spin-off. The camp, the rise of the Kaminoans, like you know what I'm saying?
Either way, we
Something
have a
something
good
along those
future.
lines.
No,
I
I
think
know.
that's I don't think it's out of the question. I think that's there, and I think fans would want to see it. So I'd
No,
watch it.
no, I would. We'd be up
We'd be right here.
every Thursday morning, 3 a.m. watching anything.
Wednesdays now, actually.
Wednesdays, yeah, I know. So we'd be right here. It's just I really did enjoy that episode. After the week where Hera's in it and we see Crosshair say, "I want to hunt them down." The fact that this is the first time we've seen him since then, we didn't see him in the entire episode last week.
I
The
know.
entire episode, we didn't see one of them. So the fact that Hunter and Crosshair are face to face now, there is a lot.
A lot to
I
happen.
don't. Yeah, there is a lot of I don't even know the words. There is so much that could happen between them, especially after seeing what the clones can be after last episode, where you can rationalize with them. You can talk to them and say, like the Empire, like, we do not need to follow them. We were bred for the Republic for good. And I'm sorry, but the Empire on a moralistic level, I'm pulling a U, I'm making up words here. Moralistic. On that type of level, The clones were bred to fight for the Republic, to fight for good in the galaxy. They know, and we've seen that to where they can fight that. Even though their chips went off, I'm sure, even though their inhibitor chips went off, we have seen that they can be reasoned with.
You still have a
So
moral compass.
exactly. And I do think that Hunter can talk to Crosshair. I do.
I think
Crosshair's kind of
it's too perfect for that it's Hunter that got captured. He's the only one I feel like that can get through to him.
I feel Omega, she was pretty affected by I'm as a whole, I'm pissed because the thumbnail of the episode is Omega with a steering wheel, with a ship wheel in her hand. It's like, so that leads us to believe that she's gonna do something huge. I said it before the episode that we're gonna see Omega do something huge. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. It's like, bro, I love Omega as much as the next guy. I do. I love Omega. I bought the pop last week for both of us.
Yes, sir.
So I do think she has a significant part in Star Wars moving forward. It's just, when are we going to get that key moment where she shows us where she shows us that clear value. She already has, she's the original DNA. She's Omega, Boba Fett is Alpha. That's
I know. Missed
Boba Fett's
opportunity,
number
but-
1. Boba Fett's number 1. Omega's number 2.
Yes, sir.
So I don't think it's a coincidence that we're getting all of this before the book of Boba Fett. So
Great
that's
point.
the thing is, we could taking a step back, we got a lot in The Mandalorian. Season 1, Season 2, we got a lot. We were spoiled. So, we take a step back. We go to Bad Batch, where not every episode is Ahsoka Tano, Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker. You have to give something to the fans where they have to just appreciate the little things in the galaxy.
Right.
And this story is clearly leading to something far more. Whether it's the Bad Batch, whether it's Hunter, Crosshair, Echo, Tick, Rika, all these guys, whether it's them or not, there was a far greater story coming from this than what we've seen so far. And I know we've all seen it in the fandom. People have kind of seemed a little disappointed with what we've seen so far, and we're victim to that too, because we're spoiled. We're used to all these big cameos, but I think in the overarching story of Star Wars, this is going to mean a lot. I think it's going to mean a lot. And in the next year too, we're going to look back. We're going to see stuff in the Ahsoka series and the Kano. Maybe not, I don't know. We're going to see stuff in future series where we look back at the Bad Batch, just the same way that we look back at Rebels and Clone Wars. We are going to look back at the Bad Batch and say, it didn't mean crap at the time. It meant nothing. But knowing what we know now, it means a lot. And that's where I think Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, that's where I think they have it right. They know what they're doing. I didn't mean to go off on a little tangent. I didn't. But
I know. I love it.
I'm sorry. I don't know. We have 2 episodes left. 2
Yes, sir.
episodes. And let's say there's only 1 season. We have 2 episodes of the Bad Batch left. That's it. We're gonna see something big. We're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
see something.
But man, on that note, we don't want to keep people here too long. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the episode and listening to our breakdown. Great episode overall, phenomenal. Loved we got to see Rex, as always. But
A little bit.
just a little bit, thrown in there just for a minute. But guys, go check out Twitter. Go check out our Instagram at Carbonite Convos. Again, you can find me at Wallcrawler Pops. You can find old Nicky Boy here at Funko Stud. And stay on the alert for our next podcast episode and our next Funko Pop list coming out next week. And as always, guys, may the force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you.